A long, long time ago, in the green, rolling highlands of Ethiopia, where the air smells of wild coffee and the land is blessed with golden sunlight, there ruled a mighty king named Negus Dawit. He was loved and feared across the 13 clans of his kingdom. His eyes were sharp like the eyes of a lion, his beard thick like the tail of a horse, and his voice, when it echoed through the palace, could silence even the winds. But he had a secret, one that only the palace walls knew, one that only the wind dared whisper through the trees at night. King Dawit had donkey ears. Yes, 2 long, soft ears, just like those of a donkey, tucked beneath his elaborate crown of gold and ivory. How he got them, no one knew for sure. Some whispered it was a curse from a forgotten forest spirit, whom he'd offended as a boy. Others said it was the mark of a true ruler, given by the heavens to test a king's humility. But the truth, only Dawit knew, and he wasn't telling. Every morning before the rooster could even crow, King Dawit would summon his royal barber, a humble man named Ayeli, to trim his hair and hide the donkey ears beneath layers of tightly woven braids and fine golden thread. But Ayeli had been sworn to secrecy. His hands trembled every time he touched the king's ears, not out of disgust, but from the weight of the secret he carried. He dared not speak of it, not to his wife, not to his children, not even to the wind. For the king had warned him, if you ever tell a soul what lies beneath his crown, you will lose your tongue. And so Ayeli remained silent. But silence, my friends, can be heavier than a stone. You see, holding in a secret that big, it changes a person. Ayeli began to wither like a leaf in dry season. His shoulders slumped, his laughter vanished. His eyes looked haunted, as if he'd seen a ghost that never left. His wife noticed it. His children noticed it. Even his goats began to stare at him strangely. One night, unable to sleep and feeling as though the secret would burst out of him like thunder from a storm cloud, Ayeli fled to the forest. He ran until his legs buckled beneath him. He collapsed near a thick old fig tree, tall and gnarled like a village elder, and whispered to the earth, "Oh, tree, I must tell someone, or I will die from this burden." And so he bent down, dug a small hole at the roots of the tree, and whispered, "The king has donkey ears." He covered the hole and exhaled, as if letting out a ghost that had haunted him for years. Ayeli smiled, for the first time in months. Seasons passed, rain came, sun followed. The fig tree grew stronger and taller. One day, a young boy named Bekele, the son of a local flute maker, came to that very same fig tree to carve wood for his flute. He cut a branch, shaped it, sanded it, and carved finger holes. When he finally blew into it, instead of music, the flute sang, "The king has donkey ears. The king has donkey ears." Bekele's eyes widened. He dropped the flute like it had bitten him. But curiosity is stronger than fear. He carved another flute. It sang the same tune. "The king has donkey ears?" He carved a third one. Still the same. Bekele, not understanding the weight of what he had found, ran through the village playing the tune. Children laughed and danced. Elders frowned. Gossip flew faster than arrows in a battle. By nightfall, the rumor had reached the palace gates. The king's guard stormed the village. They seized Bekele, his father, the flutes, and even the poor fig tree. They dragged them all before the throne of King Dawit. His face was a storm, his voice thunder. "Who told you this lie? Who dares mock the crown?" Bekele trembled and spoke the truth. "I carved flutes from a tree, my king. I meant no harm. The flutes, they sing on their own." The royal guards tested the flutes, and just like before, the same tune spilled out. "The king has donkey ears." The throne room went silent. Not a cough, not a breath. Even the birds outside the window hushed. The king stood. He reached up, and for the first time in his rule, he removed his crown. There they were, 2 long, soft donkey ears, framed by his noble face. His ministers looked down. His guards shifted awkwardly. No one knew what to say. Then, from the back of the room, an old woman stepped forward. Her back was bent. Her eyes were cloudy, but her voice, clear as a spring morning. "My king," she said, bowing low. "In my village, we say that the donkey is a sacred creature, strong, humble, enduring. Perhaps the gods did not curse you. Perhaps they blessed you." The king looked at her, eyes wide. Then another voice spoke up. "We all have things we wish to hide, your majesty," said one of the ministers. your strength, your courage, lies in your honesty. And then Ayele, the barber, fell to his knees and cried, "Forgive me, my king. I told the secret to the earth, not a soul. I could not carry it alone." King Dawit looked at him and smiled, a soft, tired, real smile. "Rise, Ayele. You carried my burden well, but no man should have to hide who he is, not even a king." From that day forward, King Dawit no longer hid his ears. He wore them proudly, decorating them with beads and gold rings. He became known not just as a mighty ruler, but as Dawit the Wise, a king who taught his people that what makes us different can also make us strong. Children sang songs about the donkey-eared king. Artists painted him with bright ears shining in the sun. And the fig tree? It still stands in the forest, tall and proud. Some say if you press your ear to its bark, you can still hear a whisper, "The king has donkey ears," and that's okay. So, my dear listener, remember this. We all carry secrets. We all have parts of us we wish to hide. But true power comes when we accept ourselves, ears, flaws, and all. Because when we stand tall in our truth, the world has no choice but to listen.